Hello, my friends. So today is your birthday, April the 11th. This is a reading for you. This is a three-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge in the year, and a card to suggest a way to balance yourself in this year. So the card for this year is the animal card. And the animal card says this is a year of reaching back down into your animal self, your self that needs to be close to nature, your self that needs to roar at the moon, your self that needs to drink from waterfalls, yourself that needs to get dirt under its nails, that animal impulse sense of self that often gets negated in our society and often doesn't get listened to in our society because we're supposed to be higher than that. But the animal part of ourself is a great teacher. It tells us about what we like and don't like. It tells us about our fears that run us without us being conscious of them. It tells us about our needs to uh, be in a hierarchy and develop ourselves against other, quote, restraints that might sit in our animal relationships with people. So the animal is really about finding that wild part of self again, getting in touch with that natural part of self again, tasting those energies of wildness and nature and beauty and self exploration and joy that's within your bodies. The one thing about animals is most of them, if they have trauma, if they come under trauma, if something tries to eat them and doesn't succeed, there's they either go into fight, flight, or freeze. The three essences of how to fight, how to respond to attack. So many animals freeze, and one of the things that looking at our animal selves teaches us is the places that we've frozen need to be shaken loose. The animals shake loose their fear because they can't hold on to their fear, because they can't move on through their life if all they're doing is holding on to their fear. And the animal world, the raw world, is a very fear filled place. You can be eaten at any time, you can be hurt at any time, and that might kill you very quickly as well. And you can get denied a lot of your needs if someone else is bigger or stronger or in control. So the animal learns how to, once it has been frozen in fear, shake all that fear out. Shake it all out of every part of its body so that it can go on refreshed and open to the next thing that comes along. So the animal card is telling us we have to go back to our nature, we have to go back to our roots, we have to back to our senses, our sensuality, our directness with the blood and the earth and the vibrancy of the earth in order to find out and root up these things that are hidden inside of us that have been frozen inside of us. The challenges, the pains, the dramas, the traumas, they're all sitting inside of us. They're all frozen as kind of our sense of nature, and they want us to look at them so we can shake them out and not be held bound by them. It's enough to be held bound by society that won't let us look at these things. We have to look at these things and allow ourselves to look at these things. So the challenge in this year for you is the Daughter of Discs, and the Daughter of Discs is someone who is like the knight and many other cards, the Daughter of Discs, Pentacles, doing things with your hands, your body, your resources. The Daughter of Discs is that knight in many other desks who's relentlessly pursuing some kind of vocation or some kind of physical interest that feels directly in line with your soul and your spirit and your wants and your wishes, and you're climbing to the top of the mountain. You're climbing the mountain of yourself, and you're presenting yourself naked and vulnerable unto the world with the thing that you've created. Maybe you've putting out some kind of thing onto the market. Maybe you're studying some deep level of understanding in college. Maybe you are stepping up into your leadership roles and presenting something for a large group of people, hopefully to be able to follow you and join with you. And it's about you knowing what you know in your body and then presenting it in a way that other people can hear. So, raising it to the mind level is often the daughter of discs when it becomes something that others can join with you on some deep level. But you have to hear yourself. So, your challenge this year is to hear yourself deeply and trust yourself deeply while you climb the ladder of what you think is the thing that you need to do, the thing that propels you along. And at the same time, you have to honor these animal things, that animal instincts that are going to teach you about how to be in your body and how to be aware of yourself and how to not let old fears control you and make you do things that you don't really want to do morally or ethically or even physically, but maybe some part of society says, well, you have to do those in order to be here. But you're an independent thinker, and you need to really hear your own truth and your own voice and trust it. At the same time, you need to be open to your instincts that the animal presents and say, well, okay, this is not the right path at this moment, or I might have to go this way, or this is the path I need to. I need to jump into it with my wild abandonment of my animal. So it's going to be a question mark year for you about how you jump into what you're really studying and whether you trust it to be the thing that takes you to your spirit, because the spirit ultimately is what we're all looking for. We want to be enthused about what we do. We want to be happy with who we are in the face of it. We want to learn our lessons and teach to others so that our lives and their lives are easier. We want to give and receive on physical levels with the universe, the world, our resources around us, and the people around us. And we want to do that with ourselves, give and receive to ourselves, and not stay stagnant. And not stay dumb to ourselves. So the action to take this year is the porcupine. And the porcupine, of course, is a beautiful, lovely little creature with a very soft belly that likes to um, turn over and lay with its belly up and be vulnerable and be playful with other critters and creatures, but it has a ready defense that it can pull up at any time, and it's usually a pretty good defense because most things are not going to really bother the porcupine, because those quills, the quills in a mouth or the quills all over one's body are really painful, and it takes a lot to get to a porcupine to deal with it. So your action to take this year is to be vulnerable and to trust that you have the means to protect yourself, and that you have many ways to be a prick if you need to be a prick, in a good way, to defend yourself, not in a way of taking on someone as a bully, but if you're the bully, but protecting yourself from those bullies who might want to take advantage of you. So you have your resources, you have those people around you who can help you and protect you. You have your own self sense of helpfulness and protection, but ultimately you have to just almost put all those things down, trust they'll be there when they need to be there, and be playful like the porcupine, and be open and be vulnerable and show your belly and show your energies. And it's going to be a big thing to do, a good thing to do. There's that daughter of discs doesn't like to show her emotions, or his emotions, that part of ourselves that would rather be doing and not showing, that part of ourselves that is better with the earth than with the water, better with just the doing and the making than with the emotions that might come up with it. And we don't share those things that easily. So your challenge is going to be to share your emotions, but that's exactly on some level what the porcupine is saying that you need to do in order for you to touch that animal part of yourself and be the fullest and roundest that you can possibly be. So have a beautiful year. It's going to be a great year, and blessed be, all things will teach you.